how the name suggests, it will be responsible for connection, meaning joining one part to another part. So these are the various types of connective tissues that are there in our body. The first one is blood, then comes the bone, cartilage, tendon, ligament, adipose tissue, and areolar tissue. Meaning all in all, we have 7 types of connective tissues found in our body. Now we are going to be talking about every single one, and let us see how they function, what their characteristics like. Now when we talk about the connective tissue, the first one, which is the blood. Now we know that in our body, the blood is circulating everywhere, right? Like we get cut from any part. For example, we get a cut here or any part in the body. Blood starts to come out, isn't it? So why? Because the blood is almost everywhere in our body. Now the blood, since it is a fluid, it is a liquid. So we call the blood as the fluid connective tissue, meaning it is the connective tissue that is fluid in nature. Fluid means it is liquid in nature, right? Because rest all the other tissues, they are not liquid, isn't it? But this is the tissue that is liquid in nature. That is what the characteristic of a fluid is. Now the blood has certain components. So talking about the components of the blood, there is RBC, which are known as the red blood cells. There are WBCs that are known as the white blood cells. Then there is the plasma, which is the fluid matrix. Just like how our cell has cytoplasm, our blood has plasma, which is the fluid matrix of the blood. Talking about and apart from plasma, there is also the presence of platelets. Now, the components of the plasma, like what is present in the plasma? So proteins, salts, hormones, these all things are found in the plasma of our blood. Now, when we talk about the functions of the blood, but before that, I'd also like to tell you the functions of each of the components of the blood. Okay, I'll write it over here. Now see, when we talk about the first component, that is RBC. Now see, RBC, they stand for red blood cells. Now, does anyone know what is the function that RBC performs? See, these are the cells in our body or cells in the blood. Okay, what color is our blood, students? What color is your blood? Does anyone
Red.
have a blue colored
Red,
blood?
red, 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 red. Yeah, our blood color is red. Yeah.
Does anyone have a green color blood here?
No, ma'am.
Sure.
Sure, ma'am.
Okay. Do you people know why your blood is only red in color and not any other color?
Because of hemoglobin.
Because of?
Hemoglobin.
I can't hear you. Speak clearly.
Hemoglobin, ma'am. Because of hemoglobin.
Hemoglobin. Hemoglobin.
Hemoglobin.
Yes. Now see, the RBCs, these are those cells in the blood that are like they contain hemoglobin. Now hemoglobin is a red colored pigment. Now, the function that this RBC performs with the help of hemoglobin, this is responsible for carrying oxygen molecule throughout our body. So, when we get oxygen throughout the whole entire body, it is because of the red blood cells, because they have the hemoglobin molecule, and hemoglobin molecule, they can bind with oxygen also, and they can bind with carbon dioxide also. So they are responsible for the transportation of gases. So these are the cells in the blood which contain the red colored pigment called as hemoglobin. Red color pigment is called as hemoglobin. The sign for hemoglobin is Hg, or you can say Hb actually. Hemoglobin. Now, now with the help of hemoglobin, The RBCs transport gases. Meaning which gases? So O2 and CO2, meaning oxygen and carbon dioxide. Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
The next one is WBCs. Now WBC stands for white blood cells. Anyone knows what does it do?
It protects from diseases.
Very good. See, white blood cells are those cells that will fight with the infection. They fight with the pathogen, meaning any foreign particle that comes into the body, they fight with it. So these are the cells of the blood that have the ability to fight to fight with any foreign particle, any that enters our body. Now, why does it do so? To provide us immunity, to protect us from any kind of infection, any kind of disease. So it has the ability to fight with any foreign particle that enters our body. And it provides us with immunity. Immunity means the ability to fight with diseases. Clear? So that is the function of WBC. Is this clear, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Then comes platelets. Now see, platelets, whenever we get hurt, if you people like fell down, you got a scratch or you got a wound, your wound starts bleeding, right? But you might have noticed that after a while, depending upon the size of the wound, the bleeding stops. Why does it stop? Because the blood clots in that wound area, isn't it? And that happens because of platelets. So platelets are those cells in the blood that are responsible for the blood clotting mechanism to prevent from excessive loss of blood. It does not let a lot of blood get lost. Okay, so platelets, these are the fragments of cell. You can say cell fragments. These are the cell fragments which are responsible which are responsible for clotting of blood. Clotting of blood. That is what the function of platelets is. Now in the time of injury, it will not cause blood clotting inside our body. No, it will only cause the clotting of blood in the time of injury or wound or cuts. Clear, students? Also, where did you all go? Everyone disappeared? Hmm? All of you have disappeared. Switch on
No,
your
ma'am.
video.
Here only.
You're here?
Yes, ma'am. Here only.
I can't see you all then. How can I know that you are here? Switch on your videos, everyone. And no one will switch it off until I ask you to do so. Everyone, switch on your videos. Very good. Okay, at least you people listen to me. There are many students that don't listen to me. Very good. Be like this only. Listen to the teacher. All right. What happened, students? Today, you people, all of you seem like you are low on energy. Why?
No, ma'am. Normal.
Normal. Everyone's normal. Did you people eat?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone's had lunch?
Yes, ma'am.
Also,
Okay. Today, Tejas is also very low on energy. Tejas, I can't even see your face. I can just see the quotation behind you. What have you written?
Actually,
Life is 10% what happens to me and 90% how I react to it. Show me your face. I don't want to see that.
I'm sick. That's
You're sick. Okay. That is why normally Tejas speaks a lot in my class. And today he's very down. Okay.
yes.
All right. So talking about the connective tissue, students, the blood is the fluid connective tissue, and we have seen the functions of the different components of the blood. Now, see, the plasma also has further different kinds of components such as proteins, salts, and hormones. All of these things are present in the plasma as well. Now, coming on to the function of the blood or the function of the fluid connective tissue. So, it is responsible for the transportation of gases. It is responsible for the transportation of digested food, hormones, and even waste materials to the different parts of the body. That is what the function of blood is. Basically, every single thing that is related with the transportation that is done by the blood. Now, you people have also noticed that whenever in case of any kind of disease or any kind of illness, if we need an injection, right? For example, if a person needs an injection for a stomach disease, okay, let's just say someone had typhoid and he's not recovering, so the doctor prescribed him some injections. So now when he got the injection, so do you think that the doctor will directly take the syringe and stab it in his stomach or
No,
No,
small
ma'am.
intestine?
no.
No, right? Unless the doctor is crazy, no sane person would do like that, right? So what does the doctor do? The problem is in the small intestine. The problem is in the stomach. But where does he put the injection? In here, right? This area or in the hand, like just like that. Why? Because ultimately he sends that medicine into the blood and he knows that the blood will take it to the place where it is going to work upon. Getting my point? That is why blood is the
Yes, ma'am.
most important component. Clear, students?
Yes.
So this was the first kind of connective tissue. Then after that comes the bone. Now, bone, all of us have bones, right? And because of the bones only, we have a proper structure in our body, right? We have a posture, we can stand straight, we can sit straight, or we can do variety of motions because of our bone. So bone is another type of connective tissue and it forms the framework of our body. It forms the skeleton of our body. It anchors the muscle. See, the muscles are also present in our body and muscles need something to be attached to, right? If only the muscles will be there, it will fall down. It needs something to attach to. So the muscles, they attach to the bones. So that is why the bone acts like an anchoring part, right? It is like there and the muscles, they attach onto the bone. And what does it do? Muscles along with the bones, they support the main organs of the body. Okay, they support the main organs of the body. Now students, have you seen that that while a person undergoes like a person who is in the need of CPR, have you seen a person giving another person CPR,
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
right? Like they do it like this on the chest. Have you seen that? You might have seen it in movies.
Yes, ma'am. Movies,
Yeah.
yes, not in real
Yeah,
life.
Yes,
not
in
in
movies
real. Yeah,
also.
even I haven't seen it in real life. But in movies also you have seen that, right? So why? See, they have to do that so hard just so that their heart could start beating again because the bones and the muscles in the body are so tightly formed, they're so properly structured that nothing can harm our internal organs, like our rib, right? In our chest there is the rib cage. That rib cage is protecting the heart, it is protecting the lungs. So imagine how strong of a connective tissue bone is. Okay, so it protects and supports the main organs of the body. Now, talking about bone, it is a strong and non-flexible tissue. Now, if I ask you that students, you have to bend your hand, okay, you have to bend your forearm. So, if I say you have to bend your forearm in a normal way, how would you do it? You'll do it like this, right? This part from your elbow and this would be the bending area. That is how you can do it. But if I ask you to bend it from here, will you be able to do so? Are you
No,
like,
ma'am.
no,
No, no.
I want you all to bend it from here. You do anything, you bend it from here. What will happen? Your bones would fracture. It would break. Right? Now, why does this happen? Because our bones, they are extremely strong, but apart from that, they are very, like you can say, they are not flexible at all, right? Bones are not flexible. And the reason why they are not flexible and the reason why they are strong is because they are made up of calcium and phosphorus compounds. But now, if I ask you people to fold the upper part of your ear, to fold it, will you be able to do so? Folding the upper, I can't show you my ear, but folding the upper part of the ear, can you do so?
Yes, ma'am. I think.
Right? You can do so. Will your ear break if you do so?
No, ma'am.
No, it won't break. So, why? Because in the ear, that area has cartilage, which is yet another kind of connective tissue. Now, see, like one bone is connected to another bone with the help of another kind of connective tissue called as the ligament. And ligament is that connective tissue that is responsible for connection of one bone with another bone. It is very elastic and it has considerable strength. Ligaments contain very little matrix, meaning their ground substance is very low, but they are very elastic because they have this property of connecting the bone to bone. Then when the muscles attach to the bone, they attach with the help of tendons. So the muscles are attached to the bones with the help of tendons. Tendons, they are yet another kind of connective tissue which is there in our body. Tendons have great strength, but they have limited flexibility. They do not have a lot of flexibility as compared to the ligament. Ligament is sort of elastic, it is sort of flexible, but the tendon isn't. Then comes the cartilage. Now, cartilage is yet another kind of connective tissue and it has widely spaced cells, meaning the cells that are present in this tissue, they are spaced, meaning they are scattered. And because of that, it has a considerable flexibility. The matrix of the cartilage is made up of proteins and sugars, but the bone was made up of calcium and phosphorus compounds, right? And the cartilage, it is responsible for smoothing the joint area. Like when, for example, if there wouldn't have been cartilage, imagine like knees, right? The knee area, like there is the thigh bone and then there is the shank, like the rest of the leg bone. So they are attached onto each other by tendons also, and cartilage is also present in between them. If this cartilage wouldn't have been there, then whenever you would have walked, your bones would have made crackling noises. They would rub against each other like that. So to prevent this, to smoothen the area between them, there is the presence of cartilage. Now, the cartilage, apart from being present at the areas of the joints, they are also present in the tip of the nose, it's present in the ear, it is present in the trachea and larynx also, meaning in the windpipe and the food pipe also, not food pipe, this thing. The trachea, which is there in the throat, it is present over there also. Now, this cartilage, which is present in the trachea and the larynx, they are in the form of rings like this, like ring structure is there. Why? So that these trachea and the larynx, they do not collapse. They do not stick to each other. They keep them in a perfect shape. Clear, students?
Yes, ma'am.
The blood, the bone, the tendon, ligament, cartilage, or all of these things clear to you all?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Very good. Now you people can note it down. Then we'll talk about the rest of the connective tissue. Now, since you're noting down, you can switch off your videos.
Two more minutes.
Okay, students, you can take your time. It's all right.
Yes, ma'am. Done.
All of you are done, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Done, students?
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am, almost.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am, done.
Done, students?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am, done.
I'm just one second. Can you scroll up? No, after this. The plastics.
Hmm?
Ma'am, the platelets.
The platelets. Okay.
Yes. Yes, for making food.
Done, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
No,
Everyone
ma'am.
done?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Done.
Done, students?
No, ma'am, almost.